Yeah, so it's introduction to um, digital, introduction to graphic design, right? And let's put this on slideshow. Do I need to? I think my screen is big enough. So the first question is, what is graphic design, right? What is graphic design? Graphic design is a form of communication that uses colors, shapes, images, and words to create visual content, right? So it is a form of communication in the sense that designs are there to communicate to users for a business. But this time around, the communication is visual, right? It's not written where they have to read stuffs, right? It's now so it's now a case of you communicating using colors, shapes, images, and words, right? Right? To create visual content that surrounds you in many forms. So designs can come out as print, design can come out in digital media. Digital media are the ones you see via your smartphones, laptops, tablets, right? Those are, of course, that of digital media. Then for print, we know what prints are. Um, Handbills, posters, billboards, um, lampposts, and those are that of print. Right? Now, effective designs are there to communicate information in a way that inspires and informs consumers, right? And makes it a critical element for any business success. How does this mean? As you are communicating your information in a design, you should be able to inspire and inform consumers about your business, right? It makes it a very critical element for any business success. So maybe not every business will be open to using a lot of designs, but it is still very important for brands and businesses because they still use it to communicate and pass out information, right? So that is what graphic design is. It's just simply a form of communication that uses colors, shapes, and words to create visual content that surrounds us as humans in many forms by businesses. Now, what are design principles? Design principles are a set of rules, that designers can follow when creating a composition to create visually pleasing work, right? The principle of design are rules, guidelines set up that you have to follow to create good designs, right? And the purpose of these rules are to deliver a message in the most organized and functional way. Because if there are no rules, there are no principles, there are no guidelines guiding it, things will be disjointed. They will not make sense. They will look anyhow by anybody, and they will be jumbled up, making the design look very tacky and unpleasant to the eyes. So that's why there are these rules to guide you so that you can be able to create something that is visually appealing and visually pleasing, right? And the purpose of this rule is to deliver a message in the most organized and functional way, right? We know that yes, people in the experiment, there are a lot of experiments from there are a lot of experiments from different people that have been done in the past. Of course, before anything came to stand out, there have always been experiments. Before drugs came to become what they are, they were experiments to be called to say, okay, this is what this cured, this is how this was cured before. There was a doctor who made some time ago, a very long time ago. I read it, I think sometime yesterday or the day before yesterday. a medical doctor who, so in those days, syphilis was it syphilis? Was a very strong disease that was disturbing a lot of people. So he had to experiment with patients by using fever to cure the sickness, right? And fever is a very dangerous thing because fever is not good. But studies have shown that fever is needed in the body to remove and drive away some antibodies because when the body gets hot, it fights some infections that come into the body. I mean, that's what I read. So he used that experiment. Yes, he lost some patients, but the percentage of patients that he lost were not up to the ones that survived due to his cure with fever. So so these are always how things have been done. Thank God for technological advancement. Those kind of risky experiments no longer have to be carried out where you have to test it with humans, right? So it is important to know the significance and the fundamentals of how you want to design and what these principles of designs are meant for. Okay. Now, the first number one principle we have here is balance. What is balance? Balance means that the design has to be placed in a way that they have the same visual weight, right? It can be placed on a page, but carries any element placed on a page should carry a visual weight, right? So the visual weight has to be balanced. It can range from size to color to texture, right? So that the design can feel stable and have balance. They need to be on a certain scale. Like if you look at this now, there are two kind of balance. We have symmetrical and asymmetrical. If you look at this now, you can see this design and you can see how it's balanced, right? You can see that the elements on the right also complements the element on the left. And this is the symmetrical type of balance because it now complements it. You see that the elements on the right side have the same visual weight as the elements on the left side. So if you look at this, you're going to see that they both have the same visual weight. This has the same visual weight with this one as well, right? Then they have the asymmetrical where the designs have different size but equal visual weight. So, so if you look at this now, right, you're going to see that these two uh they have different sides. This side is different from this side, but they carry the same visual weight, right? This is what we call asymmetrical designs, asymmetrical balance rather. So the elements on the right and elements of the left on the left have the same visual weight, although this one just have different sides, meaning that this is placed at the top, this is placed at the bottom, but this is placed the same way. This is placed the same way, side by side, right? So you can see how they look, symmetrical and asymmetrical uh, balance. Uh, the next, are we following? Let's be sure. Let me be sure you're following. I'm sorry, I think I'm a bit.
Yes, please.
Okay, good. The next is unity. Number one is balanced. Number two is unity, right? And unity is that there needs to be harmony produced by all the elements in your design piece, right? For instance, similar colors that match and integrate elements organically, right? Makes it appear as if they belong together and just put on a page. So you can see that it's about similar colors. If you look at this one now, you see the unity in all of these things, right? Now let's say, for instance, you are using different colors on a design. You still have to be sure that the colors complement each other and they don't look off. Because if they look off, they make the design look somehow. So you need to have an idea of colors as well, right? So you can see that unity is the second design principle. But guys, I have to seek your permission now. Um, I need to jump on something. I'll be back in a jiffy, please. Thank you. Hello guys, I'm back. Hope we are still here with me. Sorry about that.
Yes, we are here.
Okay, sorry, I needed to attend to my bosses as quick as possible, so that they will not have my head on his slate. Yeah, so we're talking about unity. And we said that unity, of course, is a principle in design that talks about more of harmony, that you have to produce the harmony that has to be produced by all the elements in the design. There needs to be harmony on all of it, right? So what you're seeing on the design here, if you look at it, it makes sense because you can see that there's unity in all of this stuff, right? The elements displayed here are unified, even if you're using similar colors. But even if you're not using the same colors, maybe you're using different colors because, of course, different colors to make a design look better and beautiful. The colors still have to, what's it called now? The colors still have to complement each other in a way, right? And when these colors complement each other in a way, it makes the design look good and pleasing to the eyes, right? So that's the second principle of design. Now, the third one is contrast, right? Contrast. Contrast refers to the level of difference between design elements in order to create visual hierarchies. So the variation, of course, the variation makes certain elements stand out more than others. Now, what's contrast here? You want to make something to stand out, right? Okay, we are talking X, Y, Z, but I want Y to stand out from X and Z. So I will now create a contrast in Y so that Y stands out from the rest of them, giving it a visual hierarchy so that I know that I'm telling people that this is where and this is what I want to have more hierarchy. Now, the variation makes certain elements stand out more than others. You can apply contrast by using either colors, textures, sizes, and shapes, right? So it can be colors, you can decide to change the color. It can be shape, you can decide to change the shape of something. You can decide to change the texture. It just depends on what you want to tell people that, okay, this is the contrast I want to give to this stuff. You can see on this stuff now, right? You can see on this stuff here that we have one is color contrast and the other one is shape contrast. You can see that this one is the color. The color is different from the rest. These are all 1, 2, 3, 4 purple, and this is what's this color? Blue, cyan, right? Then you have this here, which is the shape contrast, where we have 4 squares, half square, three, sorry, 3 squares, 3 boxes, and 1 circle, right? A moment, please. Okay, so you can see that these other ones now are shape contrast, right? Because this one has a different shape from the rest. Okay, that's rule number 3. First one is balance. Second is unity. Third is contrast, right? Number 4 is emphasis. I think I'm slow today. I'm not rushing, right? I'm not rushing today. I will still go back to something we did yesterday after we talked about this so that we can all look at what we did yesterday again. Emphasis. What is emphasis? Emphasis is a strategy to get the viewer's attention to a specific design element. Hmm? Now, emphasis and contrast are kind of similar in the sense that they are kind of intertwined. But for emphasis here, you are trying to ensure that you viewer looks at this particular stuff as well. You want to place emphasis on something. This is what I want you to see. This is where my emphasis is on. For contrast, you can say that it happens on maybe the shape or the color, right? Emphasis can be in form of, like here they said, a button, a website, or an image, right? So the purpose is to create something that will stand out from the rest of the page. Just like contrast, contrast here is to create a visual hierarchy. Okay, this one is going to have a higher texture. This one is going to have a better size or a higher shape than this other ones, right? Why emphasis here? Kind of the same thing is that you're trying to say this one is standing out from the rest of the elements on the page. Okay, I have a design and I have an image and I want the image to stand out. The image will now stand out, make it look bigger than the rest of the other stuff. Or maybe I even have text and I want a particular text to be more red than the other, right? I will now increase the size of the text. Let's say, for instance, I want to say, are you ready for the um, um, DIGIGAP um, for class, right? And I want the word DIGIGAP to place emphasis to it. I want to place my emphasis on the word DIGIGAP. I'll make Are you ready text smaller, and I'll make DIGIGAP for bigger, right? So that people will know that this is where my emphasis is on, and it will stand out from the rest of the text on the page, right? And of course, that's for emphasis. Emphasis is quite straightforward. Now, the next is repetition. Repetition is using repeated elements on a layout, right? That can be pleasing to the viewer. Repetition is repeating a single element through the design, right? You can call a good repetition of lines because it creates a certain consistency. Now, repetition is you are repeating stuff, elements on a design, but you're repeating them in a certain way that it looks appealing to the eyes, right? You like, so you have some design that you see like this thing. Now if you're looking at this, you can see that these elements are repeated on this particular grid that we can see here. You can see purple blocks 1, 2, 3. You can see repeated there, you can see repeated here, right? And you can see that they are all repeated, and this also carries the other principles because it has unity, right? They are all unified. He has contrasts where some things are different from the others. And then there are emphasis on these bigger ones than the smaller ones, right? So you can see that they are all repeated, different elements repeated on the design, right? But the repetition makes sense and makes it look appealing and fine to the eyes, unlike just doing something jaga jaga and just scattering it all around, right? So even if you want to do, even when you see some designs that have maybe random images or random circles, the way those random is drawing on my screen, the way those random, sorry, turn that annotation of someone is drawing on my screen. Is that place to turn it off again? Hold on, I'm coming. Yeah, okay, good. So the way that image has to appear on the screen, this person has already given me a small mark. The way that image is going to appear, those images should appear. They will have this repetition now. You see how it makes sense and it looks nice, right? Now we have pattern. That's the next one. We've discussed how many? 5. Number 1, balance. Number 2, unity. Number 3, contrast. 4, emphasis. And then 5, repetition. Now we're going to number 6, pattern. Pattern is the repetition of more than one design element. While repetition focuses on a single element being repeated, pattern refers to multiple elements repeated throughout a design. Now, repetition is repeating a single element, right? But pattern now is about repeating multiple elements across the design, throughout the design. If you look at this, you see that there are multiple elements that have been repeated here. There are various shapes that have been repeated in this particular design, right? That is what pattern is. And it has to be repeated in a pattern that also makes it make sense. Everything about design is trying to ensure that it is visually appealing to the eyes, trying to ensure that if the viewer looks at it, he doesn't just see random stuff. He sees something that is organized and that is straightforward, something that he can easily understand. Excuse me. Right. Um, so, because if you want to repeat elements and you now do them in a scattered way, they will not have a pattern, right? So you need to also ensure that there's pattern in you maintain a certain pattern in how you repeat your elements across the design, right? The pattern might be in maybe different styles, but you want to ensure that it makes sense to the eyes of whoever is viewing what you are doing, right? And the next one now is the last one is rhythm. Rhythm is a principle that has, of course, has more complexity than if you look at all of these principles that we have been mentioning. They some of them seem similar, right? They are in some of them seem like this is almost the same thing with this one, but they are still regarded as different principles because you need to follow each and every one of them when you're doing designs to make sense, right? And the number seven is reading. Reading is almost like pattern and repetition, right? Because you can see that these things are flowing in a direction, but it has more complexity than the other two because repetition and pattern are applied to same element throughout the design, right? Like even different, but same element. While rhythm is a visual tempo of a combination of elements when used repeatedly and with variation, right? So, um, in what will I use now? When um, when you are playing music, right? When you're listening to music, there's a certain rhythm that the music takes. Why is this chair making noise? There's a certain rhythm that the music takes that makes it melodious to your ears, right? If the rhythm in the music is just anyhow, you start asking yourself, what is this one singing? What kind of noise is this? That's the same way it works in design. Because the design visual tempo need to have a certain rhythm that makes it have an organized movement. It is a rhythm that makes the music have an organized way of pattern of singing, right? Sometimes you see that, let's say someone is singing, and there are times that they take their pitch high, and there are times that they come down, right? They have a particular rhythm that it follows. So that rhythm is what takes it high and drops it down. If maybe you are using a mixer or something, right, and you're seeing the rhythm at the way it moves when a person is maybe talking into a microphone or singing, you see that it goes high and it comes down in a particular organized movement. So the major thing here is that your rhythm should have an organized movement. We have an organized movement, right? So the visual tempo of the combination of elements when used repeatedly and with variation and give a feeling of organized movement. That's what rhythm is. It's the visual tempo of a combination of elements. So you're having more than one element combined together, right? And these elements are being used repeatedly. They are being used in several instances, but it has to have a rhythm that will make it make sense. There's what they call voice rhythm. And I think I read that that's in acting. That's what they call voice rhythm, right? That the actor needs to know how to control the modulation of his voice when he is making or taking or delivering any line, right? So there are times that you see the actors will take a line. I don't know. Nollywood doesn't really do much of that. But if you watch Hollywood movies, you see that there are times that the actor talks so fast, taking so many words very fast at a stretch, right? he's taking so many words at a stretch and he's saying so many things at the same time and he's going and going. And then the next thing he now slows down and starts talking slowly. And he then picks up again with a little pace and then goes fast again. Right. So this is reading because it now makes it even makes the speech pattern organized. It makes the speech pattern enjoyable. That even you who's watching the movie begins to enjoy the pattern at which the movie is flowing. Right. So that's the same way here, right? But this time around it's about visuals. So you have different elements, right, in a design, and you are using them repeatedly, but they need to have a rhythm so that they give an organized movement. Some of these things you might not really be looking at them when you are designing, but once you just have them at the back of your mind and you look at other people's designs, you'll be able to understand that okay, this is what I need to do so that my design will look okay in the eyes, right? Not just any and anyhow. So those are the 7 principles of design. We mentioned balance, we mentioned unity, we mentioned contrast, we mentioned emphasis, we mentioned repetition, we mentioned pattern, and then we mentioned reading, right? So these are the 7 principles that guide designers when they are designing. Some school of thought will give you more than 1 principle. Some might tell you there is 10. Some might tell you there is more than 10, right? But I know that most of them always stick with 7. But whichever ways, they are almost the same and quite similar, just in case you see somewhere else. And they said there are 10 design principles. My chair, my chair is making noise. I don't know why. Sorry. Maybe I'll go and sit on the ground. Okay, so that's for design principles, right? Now the next thing I want us to understand or to know is font and typeface, right? This chair will disgrace my life. Font and typeface, right? There is what we call typeface and there's what we call font. Although you rarely hear anybody use the word typeface, right? What you mostly hear is font. What font are you using? What font did you use? I love that font, right? Because typeface is not necessarily being used as a word, but a typeface is a font family, right? It's called a font family as well. It is the design or style of a set of characters. Now, you have yourself, your brothers, your sisters, your brother, your sister, if you have more than one brother, sisters, your father, your mother, right? And you are all in one family. You are different people in one family. You are different people with different characteristics, different looks, but you all come from one particular family, under the family of, um, let's say, um, the family of, what's that guy's name? Atanda, right? Yes, Adekunle Atanda, right? So you have Adekunle as an entity. You now have his sister, Bukola. You now have another of his brother, um, um, Ayo. He now has 2 other sisters, maybe called um, Tokwe and Adenunke. Then all of these people are under the same family where they come from. He has his dad and he has his mom, and they are under a family, but they are all different persons, different style, different characteristics, but they have a common thing that brings them together. They are family that are bound by blood, right? So that's what a typeface, a font family is. A typeface now is the family that governs the other fonts under it, right? I'll show you guys in a bit. There's a typeface. A typeface is the family, the umbrella that covers the other ones that come out under it, right? And it's also called a font family, like I said. It is the design or style of a set of characters. It encompasses the overall appearance, the shape, and the style of the characters, including variations in width, and style, such as italic or bold, right? It is a collection of related fonts. It's a collection of related fonts. Let me show you what I mean. And then a font, let me just talk about the font. Then a font, on the other hand, refers to a specific instance or variation within a typeface. It's a set of or it is a digital file or a set of characters of particular size and style within a typeface. So let's not speak big grammar. Roboto now is a typeface. Roboto is a typeface. Then we now have different styles of Roboto than are now fonts. But somebody will ask you, what did you use? You say you use the Roboto font. Nobody will say Roboto typeface, right? But let me show you what we mean. I'll just quickly share my Canva screen with you, so you can understand what I'm saying on this particular aspect. Where is my Canva? Let me share this Canva screen. You can see my screen, right? Tell me what you're seeing. I've confirmed that you can see my screen. Not even scrolling. This is a video of Aki.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now let me explain what I mean by a font and a typeface. Go up. So this is close this thing. Sorry. This is Rubik. Rubik is a typeface. But if you ask me what font I'm using, I'll tell you I'm using Rubik. Rubik is a typeface that has different fonts under it. Now, this is Rubik. The font I am using in particular is Rubik Medium. Under the typeface called Rubik, there is Rubik Light, which is a font. There's Rubik Regular, which is a font. There's Rubik Medium, semi-bold, bold, and black. Right? I'm now using Rubik Medium. If I decide to change it to Rubik Light, it will change. If I decide to change it to Rubik Regular, it will change. Right? So this is the typeface being the font family, the one we usually call the font. Yes, some fonts do not have what do they call it now? Other some fonts do not have other fonts underneath. Like, let me look for one that doesn't have. This one has, this note has. This Anton now, right? This is a font on its own. It's a font because it is just it on its own. It doesn't have any family where it is under the family, right? So it is a font. But this Anonymous Pro is a typeface. Then it now has under it Anonymous Pro Regular and Anonymous Pro Bold, right? Which now makes those other two the fonts, the different style of fonts that come under it. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. That's just one person.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, change this font. So if I decide to go back to Rubik now, I'll change it to Rubik Video. So that's the difference between the typeface and the font. But of course, like I said, if someone asks or you ask any designer anywhere, what font are you using? They don't come and tell you I'm using typeface. They'll just tell you I'm using this particular font. Let's say, for instance, someone asks me now, what font do you use for this design? I'll simply say I use Rubik, right? I'll just simply say I use Rubik as my font. But in the real sense, I'm using Rubik typeface, but I'm using Rubik Medium as my font. Of course, but it's now left for the person to decide to go and explore the Rubik and choose whichever pattern of whichever font on that rubric works for him or her, right? So that's on that. Sure, that's clear enough. Mm-hmm. Now the next thing is making your pick, right? So the most common type of typeface categories, even as we have different typefaces, they are under two categories mostly: the serif and the sans serif typeface, right? And there is still the ones that we also call script typefaces, right? Calligraphy or handwritten. But let's talk at serif and sans serif first. So the serif and sans serif uh, typefaces are the most common ones, right? Sans serif are the most common option used by brands because they are readable, right? Why serif is not a primary typeface. So sans serif is a primary typeface that is mostly used, right, by brands. Why? Because it is readable. It is not like a serif typeface. Serif typefaces are not readable that much, so they are not used as a primary type of font for design or typeface for design. They are more suitable for large chunks of text, like maybe you're writing a text article or something. An example of a serif, right, is a Times Roman. Times Roman is a serif. It is not a very good typeface or font. Let me use the word font. It's not a very good font for you to use when you're designing because it doesn't give it's not so readable per se. It is more used for um text. When you're writing an article, you're writing a blog, that's where it works mostly, right? Sans serif are the ones that are used by most brands because they are readable. In the example of sans serif will be that rubric I just showed you. Rubric is readable, very easy to read. Let me see if I can see an example of a sans serif and a serif from there. Let's go back to Canva. It's gonna, okay, this is the screen. So anytime I swipe the screen, what is going to show? Okay. So this is a sans serif, right? Because it is readable. Let's stop this. Let me be sure I'm saying the right thing. Yeah, the sans serif, most commonly used, and it is readable. Let's see, we now want to look for a serif. We will come here now and we'll type serif. Let's see what serif typefaces look like. Right. Now look at different serif typefaces here. You can see how they look, right? You guys can see where I'm looking at, right? From where you see I have this all results. CMU serif, Droid serif, Inrea serif, PT serif, DM serif display, blah 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 blah. You can see how they look. They are not very good fonts for designs. Although, right, sometimes how will I put it now? Sometimes the patterns change in the sense that most brands will want to use a font that they have on their website so that they can be consistent, so that they can have consistency. And if maybe a brand has of course, it's not like it is laid down on stone that you must not use it. I think it was written here. It should not be a primary typeface unless it fits the brand's personality. It's more suitable for large chunks of text like articles. So let's say maybe a brand already in their branding, in their website, they have a serif typeface like any of these ones. So yeah, let's say maybe they use GS Gordon for their website. It's not a very good listing to use. Okay, let's say they will likely not use this one. Let's say they used a Della Respira serif for their website, right? And they want to, of course, maintain consistency. So they will likely be using this in their designs. because it now suits the brand's goal and objective, right? And that cannot be stopped. But ideally, you will not want to use a serif typeface for designs. Rather, you will prefer to use sans serif typefaces. So let's look at sans serif, right? And some of them will look somehow sans serif. I'm not displaying what I want to see. And these ones are still under the serif, right? But these ones are still looking like serif typeface. Now, Time New Roman, of course, is an example of a serif. Why I did not share mention serif typefaces? Okay, okay. Right, but you get the point. Now, the next is we now also have, yeah, these ones are, what are these called? These ones are script or calligraphy, right? These guys, calligraphy or script. Where's that place where you can show filters for design so text? I'm coming. Hold on. So let's say come here, right? And then you can see that we also have those calligraphy these guys. These ones are mostly used for aesthetics in the sense that they are not primary colors. They are not primary text. They can only be used when you want to beautify and make a design fine and add something, right? But that thing, of course, should not be something you want people to play to have emphasis on. It's not something you want your viewers to read as a must read per se, right? They are difficult to read and they are, of course, they should never be used as a primary typeface. They are more used for aesthetics. You want to make a design fine, okay, you use these calligraphies. Or you also have handwritten, quite the same thing, right? You have the handwritten, they are almost like the calligraphy, right? You have the script, right? Same thing like calligraphy. They are not primary, they are not readable, they are not easily readable. People might have to stretch their eyes, so they are not going to be used as primary text, right? Both in design for whether products or for visual like graphics, they are not always used as primary text because they are not easily readable. They are quite difficult for people to pick out. They are quite difficult for people to pick out, right? Um, mhm. So yeah, that's it. Um, you can see what they look like, right? Let's change this now to Nexa script. This text to Nexa script. Do you see what it looks like? It's now difficult to read. Not everybody will be able to read this. It's me that put it so I know what is there. If your access could talk, what would they complain about? But there are people that they cannot see this stuff, right? There are people that this thing is going to be hard and difficult for them to read, right? Let's look for let's change it to let's change it back to let's say Rubik and let's see the difference. Or let's change it to Poppins. And let's see the difference. Mm-hmm. You see that this one is also easy to read, and this is Poppins. And Poppins, of course, like we called family. You have Poppins thin, Poppins extra light, Poppins regular. This is regular now. This is Poppins medium. I've changed it to medium. If I change it to semi-bold, it increase. If I change it to bold, it increase. If I put extra bold, it becomes extra bold. And if I put it in Poppins black, Poppins black. If I put it in Poppins black, it becomes very, very thick, right? Thicker. Mhm. So that's that, right? So you want to make sure that you make the right choices for the kind of designs you want to use. In as much as these principles will guide you, it is still under your own jurisdiction to now choose what you want to use, right? And then when you finish using it, you can send it into somebody else who has an eye for graphics or a graphic designer to look at it on your behalf, right? But um, practically, this is what you should follow. Are there any questions? People have been leaving and joining the meeting. Network is terrible on some people's end. Sorry. Any question so far? Because I want us to do something now. I'll do something first, and then I'll still do another one later. But I just want us to see what some things look like. Now, this is Canva. I'll just introduce you to a simple Canva page and what it looks like. But is there any question before I move on? Okay. How many of us has a Canva account? This one is a Canva Pro though. But how many of us have a Canva account? Canva free account.
I have.
Who said that? Come again. Right. Okay. Well, Justina has, Peter has. Okay, some people have. Rest Dev has. Who doesn't have? Oh yeah, who doesn't have? People that have now have spoken. Now, who does not have? If you do not have, let's know the number of people that do not have too. Okay. So many people have Canva account. How many of us use our Canva account? Bright uses it on every day. That's good. A few times, once in a while. Okay. 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 That's by the way. Always. Mm. So there are people that are core graphic designers here, right? Um, and then there's us just thriving our life. Okay, that's by the way, anyways. So oh, you just created yours. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. So, um, creating a Canva account is not difficult per se. For people that do not have, I know that there's just a few persons that I don't know if you're up to 10 that said you have. Okay, I think it's up to 10. Almost half of the people said that they have, but the other half have not said anything about if they have or not. But just for the benefit, of course, to carry everybody along, whether you have or not. Creating a Canva account is easy and as simple as it comes, right? You just need to have an email, a Gmail account, right? You see why a Gmail account is very important because it's used for practically everything that we use in our today's world and in our today's society. Okay, okay, okay. Now, right? if you do not have a Canva account, you want to create one, and like I said, the process is very simple. To create a Canva account is very, very simple. I don't know if I have any email that I have not used for a Canva account before, but let me see. If you go here, you just simply need to go to Canva as usual, canva.com, whatever you have to use. And what did I open now? Which one is class? So this is canva.com. Normal. You want to create a Canva account, go to canva.com, right? For a new account. Then you just simply click on this. I don't know if I've created an account with these guys. If I have, it's going to take me straight to the account. Yes, this is it. So if you do not have, if you have a Canva account, you just simply need to log in, right? And your account will be open. But if it's already signing me in, so that means I already have an account. So if I do not have, I just go to sign up. And when you go to sign up, you sign up with your email, right? If you go to sign up, now let's say I go to sign up. It's now going to, oh, that's already open for me. Just the way you used to sign up for anything online, right? You're going to see sign up. So you now have to sign up with your Google Gmail account. They'll give you the option to sign up with your Google account, and they'll also give you another option. The easiest way to sign up, of course, is with your let me just do this thing so you see. The easiest way to sign up is with your Google account. Let me not assume that everybody can sign up. Assumption has always caused a lot more harm than good. Let me open another tab. I don't know which tab this one is, if I've ever used it before. But this is a Gmail account. I don't even know. I created it with. To waste it. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So I don't want to assume, right? That's why I'm taking this thing. If not, I'm not supposed to take it here again. So you just go to canva.com. I just want to show you. I will not create the accounts. So I'll only show you what you're expected to see. Yeah. Canva visual site for everyone. I don't think I created an account with this guy. Hopefully I have not. Yeah, you can. Oh my word! That means I've already created an account with this one too. Oh, the screen is still on the previous topic. Oh my God! Sorry. Let me move that immediately. Sorry. So sorry. Okay. You can see my screen now, right? Continue as Iberidim, right? That's what you can see on your screen. What will you design today? Canva. Canva makes it easy to create and share, professional, blah, 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 blah. Please confirm that is what you can see. Let me be sure. Blessing, unmute. Please, unmute, Blessing.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Blessing. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
You know why I asked you to unmute?
No.
You don't know?
Yes, I think. Okay, sorry.
Who is your Lord spiritual?
Sir?
Who is your Lord spiritual? Do I look like Ndaboski?
You're the boss right now, sir.
I'm not Ndaboski, please. I don't have Dabus Kabash, and I don't have all the other powers.
You have Canva Kabash.
No, I don't even have Canva Kabash like this, please. I'm not a Dabus Kabash. I don't have Dabus Kabash or Secret Pahuse, please. I'm not the Lord spiritual. Avoid problem, let problem avoid you. Thank you. That's bad English. Abido shake. No, no, no. I don't have Abido shaker. Hold on. Calm down. People are rushing me. Okay, so back to where we are. So this is how you see your Canvas screen. Simply as like this, right? I don't know if I have an account with this, but they're already telling me continue as sign in. That means probably to sign in. But if you're new, you don't have an account. Normally, if you have an account, of course, you know the next thing is to log in. Right? But if you don't have an account, the first thing to do is to sign up with an account. And you can see that they're giving us other options. Log in or sign up in seconds. Use your email or another free service to continue with Canva. And it's free. Accept their cookies. Continue with Google, continue with Facebook, continue with email, continue another way. Right? And they're giving you options to sign up. Very easy way, very, very easy, very straightforward interface. So they're now asking you to continue with Google, or you continue with your Facebook account, or you continue with your email, or you continue with another way, right? Google, of course, is you continue with your Gmail account because you are already signed into Google with your Gmail account. So it's more like continue with this particular Google account. You can't have a Google account without a Gmail account. But you can see that they say continue with email. That is because Gmail is not the only email service that is available. There are others, like there's Yahoo, right? Yahoo is the other bigger one. So there's Gmail and there's Yahoo, and then I think there are a few others too who are in competition. That's what I tell you, continue with email. So you might not have a Gmail account, you might want to sign in, to continue with your Gmail, Yahoo account. You continue with Yahoo. How many people use Yahoo Mail here? No, this is a very old time email. Then they have to continue another way. Another way is, I don't know, but if you choose to continue another way, then they will take you to that way and you see whatever they're going to prompt you to continue with. Then there's continue with Google, which is the easiest one. It just takes you into your account with that Google account that you logged in with. So, for instance, I am logged into this ibrahim57@gmail.com. You can see that there are other email accounts here. There is this one, Odudu Baiba, there's this guy, there's this one, there's Opportunity, there's Autos, also PP Limited, and these are all different Google accounts. But at this point, I am logged in with this guy. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, I'm already logged in with him. That's why he's not appearing on any of these places. So if I just click on continue with Google, it immediately creates the account for me, a Canva account for me with this particular email. So that's the easiest way. But let's see if we'll continue with another way. I'll continue another way will show us. Now it has opened up more options. Continue with Apple, continue with Google, continue with Facebook, continue with Microsoft, continue with Clever, continue with email, continue with Workmail, login with a mobile. All right, that's a lot of options that you have to exhaust. So they've given you options. Still, Google still appears. Facebook now, Microsoft is there, Clever is there, email, work email, mobile, Apple is also there, right? So they're giving you exhausted options for you to continue with. So we'll just simply continue with Google and avoid problem and go straight to the point, right? But you understand, if you have other options, maybe you don't have a Gmail account, you want to continue with another, or you don't want to continue with your Gmail account, and you have maybe you want to continue with some other thing, that's fine and good. But the best way and the most advisable is just to continue with your Gmail account. And you just move on and close that chapter and you move. Now you can see you choose an account to continue with Canva, and they gave me this particular account that I'm already logged in with. In as much as they're giving me that account, they are still telling me, okay, you still have the opportunity to use another Gmail account if you wish to, right? And that is more or less like it. The moment I tap on this now, it's going to create the Google account, the Canva account for me. And I will now have the Canva open. It will immediately open Canva for me, right? I don't want to click on this, but let me click on it. I'll sign into Canva, continue. If you continue, you just hit continue. Google now gives this prompt. Before it doesn't used to give these prompts, but now they're telling you if you continue with Google, you will share your your name, email address, language, preference, and profile picture with Canva, right? Because you're signing into their platform using Google. So if you're signing in to them through this thing, yeah, Google is going to provide the information to the platform, not just Canva, but if you apply to any other platform, that you have to sign in with Google. And if you cancel, you're going back, so you just have to click on continue. And when you click on continue, it's going to create an account for you. Let's just click on continue. Exactly. This is why I didn't want to do it because it's now going to open an account just like this, just like we have on the other page. But yeah, this is what a Google and a Canva account is going to look like. Simple and straightforward to the point. As far as you know how to use a smartphone for anything. Right. So of course, they will now give you this stuff. We'll use this to recommend designs and templates, especially for you. Right? They will use it to recommend. Does not mean you will not choose your own. So they are now asking you, why are you creating Canva, or what will you be using this Canva for? Are you a small business to design for your brand from ground up? Are you a student who is here to, design for your teachers to see and your classmates? Are you here to make anything and everything? So you're personal, right? You don't have any business. You're not doing it for business. You're not doing it for business. You just want to be creating stuffs, right? Are you a large company who is here to build up your brand and keep it consistent? Are you a non-profit or charity organization? So you're here to design for the greater good. You're not doing it for money. And then they also have are you a teacher who is here to empower your students? Now, so it is more or less like trying to accommodate different set of people, and you just choose the one that best suits you. Non-profit or charity. So what they do is, because Canva has a lot of templates in it, it's going to use this your choice to recommend some personalized templates that you can use, plug and play, edit, and just use it for simple designs, right? So let's see. I hope you guys are following. Am I fast? This one is simple. It's pretty clear. So let's just see, what are we going to choose here? Somebody tell me what we choose. We have small business, student, personal, large company, non-profit or charity, teacher. What do we go with? This is an exemplar account. Okay, so let's just say we are going with let's say we are going with small business, right? We just choose a small business because definitely this is a class to prepare people for business. Now they now have try Canva Pro for free. More productivity, more power, try and most love features free for 30 days, premium package before you now pay for premium. And here's what you get with Canva Pro. They list it all for you: 100 million plus premium photos, videos, and elements, 3,000 plus premium fonts, 100,000 plus templates. Create with ease thanks to Magic Switch. Yeah, they now have what they call Magic Switch. You can also remove background and premium animations. That's for Canva Pro, right? Stay organized with Blanket. So Canva Pro gives you the option of Magic Switch. Canva Pro gives you the option to remove background. Because I'll tell you guys when we get to that. You have premium animations as well, so you can stay organized. You can add your brand kits. You can have a content planner. You can have over 1 terabyte of storage, right? And they are telling you that your free trial is for 30 days, and they will remind you 7 days before your trial ends that, listen, your trial is about to end, and we are going to bill your account. And then if you do not want to continue with Canva, you don't want to continue to pay, you just cancel your trial you cancel your listing at any time, because you have to input your card, right? But that's on that. So we are going to leave this for maybe later, and we'll just go into the free part of it. And this is what Canva looks like on the free. So you can see that they are welcoming me. They have started pouring me what they call those things that people used to put on birthdays. They have started pouring me stuff, telling me, oh, you're welcome to Canva. We just gained a new customer, a new person on our platform. That's nice. That's lovely. Welcome. And yeah, here we are. So this is Canva, and this is what it looks like. Now let's just look at what these spots are. You must know which touch them of these ones. So this is design spotlights. Here you're seeing visual documents, photos and videos, print, marketing, right? They're going to show you certain designs that have already been made. Then you have the business part of it, Canva for business, right? You have education, where you have teachers at schools, students, teaching resources, case studies, higher education, LMS integrations, and all of that. Plans and pricing, where you have Canva free, Canva Pro, and then Canva for Teams. Canva for Teams is more than one set of people, or you have a team, and you just subscribe to Canva for Teams. It's still a paid version of Canva, where you get premium tools and premium stuff to use, right? That one is now for teams. Then they have the Pro, which is for individuals who just you are an individual, one person, you want unlimited. Teams is that you can add people to your teams. You can have more than one person on your team. And we have the Canva to learn. Yeah, you can give you step-by-step guides on how to create unique designs, right? Logo maker, flyer maker, banner maker, photo collage maker, poster maker, blah 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 blah. Plenty things that I are telling you that I'm going to show you. That's on that. And you now have here where you can download the app. So you have Canva for mobile, and you have settings, you have notifications, create a design. If you want to start creating design, we'll just click on this. And now this is home. Remember, this is free Canva. And this is home. And we have here projects. Project is where you can see the projects that you have worked on, right? The stuff that you have designed, they will all appear here. You have templates where they are going to give you their own templates. You have brand where you can add, of course, but this is for pro. So when you open Canva and you see anything like this with a crown, it's for pro. So if you don't have a pro version, you're not going to see this. So let me switch to my own that is a pro version, so you can see the difference and what I mean here. Even some fonts are going to be limited for you that if you're using free Canva. But let's just see what this one says. Let's go here. So this is now, hope you're seeing my new screen. So now this is the pro part of Canva, right? So let's dive to the home part of the screen, just like we are the home of the other part. Let's see. It's similar, quite the same thing. The difference is that this one, my main menu is how to click here to open it because it's closed, don't shop. And you can see that there are various designs that are here, and this is project. So if I click on project, of course, that one is new, so there are no projects, but let's click on project on this one that some things have been worked on. Yeah. Now you can see projects. You can see all the projects, all designs that have been done, right? All the designs that have been done, period designs that have been done from here. You can see designs, images, videos, categories, blah, 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 right? That's for that. You can see here that in this part now, because this is a pro Canva, you're not seeing that gold crown is removed. It's now showing ash like this to let me know that, yes, so this is for pro users and you're a pro user. That's why you're able to access this particular option, right? We have classwork, we have apps, those other stuffs are there. Then you have Magic Studio. Let me check if Magic Studio is on the other one. I don't think it's there. Magic Studio is now the Canva AI that is going to automatically design for you. It's a new feature. It's one on this one too. Right. It's a new feature. It's a Canva AI that automatically gives you designs, right? And it's called Magic Studio. That's on that. So you have your trash where if you delete stuffs, they are going to be there for a while. Let's go back to the other Canva. What do you call it now? Let's go back to the new one we just created. So this is the new one. You can see that there are no recent designs. Designs you create or open will be shown here. So any design I create or open will be shown here, right? And there are no new designs here. But if we want to create a design now, I will say, okay, let's create a design. And we click on this place, create a design. It's now going to show us different design specifications that you want to create. You have presentation 16:9, which is like a slide. You have a video if you want to create a video, the format, the pixels. So the good thing with Canva is that you don't have to worry about dimension, except you want to customize the dimension. They have the dimensions for virtually everything. You can see that this is 1920 by 1080 pixels. You have Instagram post square, which is 180 by 180 pixels. You have poster portrait, which is 42 by 59.4 centimeters. You have a flyer You have documents, which is automatic size, document size. You have logo. You have resume. If you want to do a resume, you have a Facebook post landscape. You have documents. You have your story. And then you now come down to this place where you have customized size, where if you want to create a design and you want to customize the size, you can now customize the size to what kind of size you want it to be. All right, maybe you want to customize size from, instead of 1080 by 1080, you now want to do a design of 1080 by 1350 pixels. You now come here and you click on customize size, and they are going to give you the width and the height. You just simply put the width and the height of the pixel, and then you create a new design. So let's say for instance you want to customize this to be 1080 by 1350. And you can already see that is Instagram post portrait, right? It was not shown in the first place, but if they have it available, we'll show it to you. If they don't also have it available, you just need to put in the dimension you want to use, right? And you create your design. Do we understand this part, right? So let's just say we want to do an Instagram post square, just for simple aesthetics. And we'll just click on Instagram post square. Who does not understand? Who is finding it confusing? Tell me now, please. We are all in this together.
You are too fast, though.
I'm too fast. Oh my word! I just knew that Canva. Okay, let me slow down. Oh yeah, tell me where I should start from. Tell me where I should start from.
I'm getting it, but you are too fast.
Okay, sorry. Please, who else am I too fast for? I'm sorry. I apologize. If I'm too fast for you, please say I. Simple I. Okay. There's nobody that I'm fast for apart from you. Okay, but I'll slow down. Okay, I'm fast. Sorry. Okay, tell me, should I go back? Do you want me to go back to the slide before this one? Or I should just continue? Yes, okay, good. All right, fine. I'll go back. All right. That's good. Always say your mind. Don't be scared. Okay, back to this page, and this time a bit slower than I was. Right. So this is when you create your Canva account. I'm sure you guys got that part down to this point. This is the first thing you see when you create your Canva account. You now have this page where you have, excuse me, you have everything on this page. You can see that this account is a personal account, and you can see that it's written personal one, which is just me using the account, and it's free. If it was a Canva for Teams, that's this place. Where is it? Yeah, this one, Canva for Teams, where you can subscribe for a team of people to use. And people do that stuff. Some people do where they do subscribe Canva for Teams, and then they begin to collect money from people to use the Canva with them. So people use that as a source of revenue. Yes, everything is used to make money in this country, right? So this is, you can see it's personal. If it was Teams, you will see Teams here, right? And you can see that this is free. And you are seeing here, try Canva Pro, which of course is what we saw that time. Design spotlights and these other things aren't showing at the top of yours. This is why I wanted Canva class to be physical. Are you using, is it on your phone or on your system? Nice. Laptop. Why is it not showing? Hold on, give me a second. Okay. How do I do this now? Do you have this? Hold on, let me show you what I want to show you. Do you have these 3 lines on your own? Do you have this personal, home, Magic Studio projects, blah, 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 on yours as well. Let's flow with me. Sorry, guys, I have to carry everybody along, so um, there's no one be left behind. Yeah, okay. What do I say now? You can see design spotlight, business, education plans, and pricing, learn. But can you see create a design? That's the most important thing now. Can you see create a design? Yes. Okay, good. Leave those ones first. We'll look at that maybe when we see in class. Those ones are not very, very important. Let's have the most important thing here at the moment, which is how to create a design. Right? Tell me. We'll look at that in the physical class. Remind me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So we have, what's this called? We have all of this here. I've explained this part. Your project is designs that you've worked on. You can see that here we have not worked on any design, so there's no project. This is what we just opened. That one that we click, where we just click create a design. You can see that it is not yet titled, so that's why you have untitled design. Sorry. My mouse clicked on its own. So if you look here, you see that one that we just did, we have not created anything. It's still blank. That's why you're seeing untitled design. You are seeing under recent designs. So if you go to projects are designs that you have worked on, right? At the moment, we have not worked on any design apart from this one that is empty. You can see it's untitled design. The moment you create a design, the good thing with Canva or the sweet thing with Canva is that as you're designing, it auto saves your design, right? So your design is automatically saved on Canva. So that even if maybe you are designing, your laptop is like a television, you want that in a particular light it will go, or you have a desktop and you don't have a UPS, right? You can be designing and maybe it goes off. So far as you have a connected network, you can always come back without internet anyways. But as far as you have a connected network that is working, your design will auto save. So that's the sweet part of it. You can see that we've not even done anything, but this one has already auto saved and it has already come up here as an untitled design. Right. Then we now have this place where we have templates. Templates, of course, are already designed. The templates are designs that have already been done by other people, right? Other people have already done it before now, and it is there. You can simply just pick and edit, right? I can simply pick any template and I will edit it to my taste. It's my own brand colors, change my stuffs, right? That's for templates. So you just pick something. Maybe I want to do posters, portraits, or I want to do Facebook post landscape. I'll just click on this Facebook post landscape. And it will now start giving me different templates of a landscape Facebook posts. You can see this one now is a Canva Pro template. I cannot use it because it's only for Pro users. You can see this crown with Pro written by the side. This one, I can use it is a video. This one is for Pro users as well. This one, I can use it. This Pro, paid in Naira. Pro. Right? So you can see a lot of free templates that people have already designed. So all you have to do is pick any one of these things, right? And design on it. Change it to suit your own, what you want it to look like, right? You can change the picture, you can change the write-up, you can change the font, you can change the colors. Maybe you just want something quick and sharp, right? Maybe you want to do something with this regards, and you pick this guy, this one, or this one. Let's say this one, creative marketing agency, and you just pick it up and you want to change this stuff. You can just begin to edit and change it, right? So that is where you have templates. That's what templates are for. Let's go back to home. Then you have brand. Brand, of course, is for only Canva Pro users. Brand is where you have the opportunity to set up your own brand kits, where you have the opportunity to put in your brand stuffs. Maybe you have a particular font that you want to use and Canva does not have that font. If you are using a Pro, you can insert the font into Canva and use the fonts for your designs. Easy peasy. Where again are we going to? I think that should be the most of it. Apps. Other stuff that Canva gives you, other applications. There's content planner. Also, some people are saying that they say that Canva is a social media management. So it's not. You can just use it to do a content planner. There is mockups. There are product photos, right? So these are different apps that they offer on Canva. What else? What else? What else I want to show you guys now? So I want us to do something simple, right? But this is very much of what you should see here. Right? Are we okay with that now? Now you can see here, what will you design today? You have customized size and you have upload. So you can upload something. And now you can see suggestions that have their docs, wide representation, social media, videos, websites, more. Let's click on more. You can see try something new. You have an infographic. You have photo collage, desktop wallpaper, graph unlimited, book covers, mind map, magazine covers, Zoom virtual backgrounds, calendar, poster, different stuffs. There are many, right? Canva offers you a wide range and a wide variety of templates that have already been done by other people that you can just simply use and save yourself time and stress. You can see these different templates um, mm, have now been shown to you. You can see graphs, you can see book covers, you can see all of this stuff, right? Now, let's say you want to do a design, I don't know, design from scratch. Should we do from scratch or we should do from, yeah. Let's say we want to do something, right? Let's say you want to create a new design and let's go to create a new design so that we have a blank page without a template. Now, this is where you go to that create a new design. You can see that they're telling us that we can start with the templates. Templates are fully customizable. Drag the one you want to use onto Canvas and start, right? Open the text tab to start to add text to your design or use the keyboard shortcut T. Upload your own images. They are just telling you what you need to do when you're using Canva. It's like a light tutorial, right? And lastly is, okay, that's the end. Fine. So now you can see that this is a blank design. This is a blank design, plain white, Instagram square design. Instagram square is 1080 by 1080 pixels. Let me write it here. Let's go to text, which is here. So yeah, if I want to add a text to this design, which is what I want to add now, 1080 by 1080 pixels, because that's for Instagram. I go to the left-hand side of my screen. This is where you find the stuff you can use for your design. Whatever you're looking for in your design, this is where you're going to find them. Most of the things, anyways. Canva design is something that I like to do. I like to teach 2 times because people will still be confused. So look at it, right? This is the left side of your screen. You have design, elements, text, brand, upload, draw, projects. You'll mostly be working, even the design. Design is maybe where you need templates. If you want to use a template, right? You don't want to design from scratch. You now go to design. That design is already made templates that have been there. And styles. Styles, there's nothing on styles. But templates are there. You can see different templates. So if I want to use any of these templates, I just simply need to click and drag it here and use it for my design and edit it, right? Put what I want to put. So that is where you want to use templates. Hmm? Now, we don't want to use templates. You want to do your own design by yourself, and you want to insert a text. If you look at the left, I'm not fast again, right? If you need me to come back, please call my attention ASAP. Right? If you need me to come back, always drag my attention. Am I okay? Is it okay for everybody? You're all following. Everybody's flowing. Guys, please give me an answer so I can move on. Is Lucy in this class? I've not heard her voice today.
I'm here. Oh.
Are you following Lucy?
Yeah. Just a bit
Very well.
distracted, but I'm not.
Yeah, a bit distracted. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, not my fault. Right. Temi is following. Okay. Let me look around and see who I can find. So guys, I spoke about this. I'm sure some new people joined us today in class. So the saying is that you should always put your name as your name, yes, as your device name, right? So that we can be able to address you by your name and make it easy to call you. Like this person now is bearing, where is that person? Infinix Hot 8. Infinix Hot 8, can you unmute if you're there? Who is Infinix Hot 8? Okay. There was HP. HP, I don't know, HP has left or HP has Infinix Hot 8. So you see why it is important to change it to your name, because even you who is using it might not even know that you are Infinix Hot 8. This person might be hearing me now, but they don't know that they are the ones that are Infinix Hot 8. But maybe if you change it to your name, right? If I want to call you, I can simply say, hey, Michael, how are you? Can you unmute and let's talk? And you unmute and we'll talk. I can simply say, hey, Justina, can you unmute? Let's have a conversation. You will know I'm the person you're talking to directly. But when you have another name there, like Infinix Hot 8 or a device name, it makes it difficult for even you to know. So please try as much as possible to change that next time. Okay, I think that's the much of it. Everybody's following, hopefully. That's my concern, my major concern. All right, let's go. So this is now, let's say we want to add a text, right? And you have text. You can look at the left hand side, you see text. I'll just click on text, right? And you can see that they're giving me different options to add a text, add a heading, add a subheading, add a little body of text, add a text box, right? I can just say, okay, I want to add a heading. It's going to be very big, but I'll click on it, right? I'll just click on add a heading and it will come out here on this part of the screen for me to see. And then I will now write what I want to write. I can now decide to say, my friend. Or let me just say, Temi. I chose that name. Is she laughing? So let's just say, Temi, I chose the name, right? And the default font on Canva is always Canva Sans. Yes, Temi, you are the one I'm talking to. Yes, you can put your hand on your cheek. The default font on Canva is always Canva Sans. But of course, you definitely will most likely not be using it. You have your own font. So you just come here. You can see this is Temi, the name. I can drag it and increase the size as I want. Right? I can reduce. I can reduce from what I picked the first time to something smaller. Right? I can increase. something bigger. You just need to drag, right? And always, I'm coming to that, right? You always drag. How you to drag, you should drag both for text and this stuff. So this is terminal that I've been choosing, and I don't want to use this Canvas Sans because that's the default. What's it called now? The default font. I'll now come here to this drop down. Look at where my mouse went to. This drop down arrow where you have Canvas Sans written, and now it will immediately you click on it. It's going to come out here, and you're not going to see different fonts that we just talked about on this place, and you can now choose the font that is available to you if you are not using a Canva Pro. You can see that all of these ones are Canva Pro. I can't use them. Canva Pro, I can't use them. But on the other one that my own account that is Canva Pro, you can use them, right? So I now come here. I'm now looking for a font I want to use. So I'll just be scrolling until I find a font I want to use. Let's say I want to use Lovelo. You can see there are so many fonts. Most of them are not free because this is a Canva free account. But let's just say I want to use, okay, let's say I want to use accordion black. Let's see what accordion black looks like. Yeah, like it. So I say I want to use accordion black, right? I'll close you. Close the text. So I've said, okay, this accordion black I want to use, and I want this font size to be exactly 80. I can come here and type 80. So this is 10. When you want to do work on anything, you just click on it. You can see that this is me click on it. You can see what the options it gives to me are, right? If I say, okay, I don't want to do that, I click outside, you're going to see that it has become blank. You understand? So I click on Demi. And it now has the options for different types of text. You can look up. If you look upwards, you're going to see different options. You can see where you have the bullet listing. You can see where you have the spacing. You can see effects. You can see color. This is color, text color. So this term is in black. Now I want to change. I've changed. Notice that. Hope you're following how I'm flowing. Notice that I've changed the font from Canvas Sans to accordion black. I have changed the font size from 120. Let me put it in 120 now. I've typed 120. It will increase, right? If I want to do it, I'll just come and drag it so that it will go to the same size. But I've changed it. I want to change it from 120 to 80. So I'll go type 80. I will use it, and then I'll close this space at the edges small, right? And then I want to change the color from black. Okay, first of all, let's change the background color of I'm just showing you, right? We're not really designing anything. If we want to design, we'll go to Pinterest and look for ideas. That's where you always get most ideas. So I want to change the design, the color of the background now first, from this white like it is to a color I want. This is plain. So I'll tap on the background, and then you see colors here on the top of the screen. Are we together? Let me tap outside. I'll tap on the back. I'll see colors. Are we together? So I'll come here. I'll tap on background color, and you see a range of colors to pick from. So I want to change it to, give me a color, somebody.
Purple.
Yeah, purple, Justina, purple. This is purple, right? Yes.
Yes.
Fine. I have changed it to purple. And you can see that the color does not complement this black. So I want to change this Temi to another color, right? Or let's say I want to make this multiple colors. Okay. Understand the first color first before we go to multiple color. This is a solid color, right? Now let's say I want to make it a gradient. As far I want to mix more than one color to give me something at the background. I don't want it to be just purple. I'll come to this place where I still have colors, right? Notice that it is Okay, let's go back first. Now, this is clicking outside where all of those stuff at the top have disappeared. I will now click outside, right? And then if I want to change this color now, I want to make it a multiple color, a gradient per se. It's called a gradient. A gradient. You have more than one color mixed together automatically. I'll tap here, which is the color. I'll still tap on the background color, which is here. I will now go to this place. This one where you have this color spectrum, where you have different colors that looks like a rainbow, and you're seeing add a new color. I'll just tap on there, please. And you can see here the option of solid color and gradient. You see that even this purple, I can decide to say, okay, I want to change the purple to this color. I'll drag out. I can say I want to change it to this one. I'll drag out. I can say I want to change it to this guy. I'll drag out. But that's a solid color. Solid color means you're choosing just one color. And you can see the color code here. This is the color code. Then let's say I want to change this from that purple. Let's go back to purple. I want to mix it with another color. I'll go to this gradient. Right? And you can see that it automatically has mixed it already. So I want to mix this purple and let's say white. I will now come here. I'll click on the color I want to change. If it's purple I want to change, I'll click on purple and change purple from purple to this color. Do you see what's going on? Right? Who is lost? Who is lost? Somebody is lost. My mind is telling me that somebody is lost. My body, soul, and spirit is telling me that somebody is lost. Exactly. I knew that somebody is lost. And it's telling me there's another person. Exactly, there's another person. I'm telling you, it's still telling me that there's another person.
We are lost.
Okay, we are lost.
We are lost.
Where are you lost?
Yeah.
Where are you people lost? To choose the color.
That gradient color.
When you
Yes, who is speaking?
yes, the changing of the colors. It was the changing of the colors.
Yes.
Okay, good. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back to solid color. You understand when it was solid color, right? Now, this is solid color. I'll be feeding you people this thing small so that you don't get too much of it. This is solid color. You understand how to click on this. You understand how to go to colors where you can see colors. Now you go to colors. You understand how you can come to this cross. Do you see this place? Look at this place. There are two colors here. One is the color of the text. So the thing with Canva is whichever color you use in your design, it will bring out the colors here, right? They will appear here, this place that my mouse is. You can see black. Black is the color of the text. Black is the color of the text, and you can see it here. You can see purple. Purple is the color of the background. I've changed the text to purple now because I click on text, but you can see the colors. Now, is background we want to change the color. For text, you cannot change the text color to gradient. Take notes, please. You cannot change a text color to gradient on Canva. I don't think they can do that. I've not seen it. But you can change a background color, right? So let's say this is the background color now, which you want to change. Like I clicked, you click here, which is the background, you want to change the color. You go to the color, right? Right. Then you come to this place. You can see add a new color. You can see that cross there. Add a new color is there, right? And you tap on it. When you click on it, you're going to see solid color and gradient. Now, solid color, you have seen that this is a color spectrum, right? Notice, look at this place. Because sometimes, let me show you something. Sometimes, if you want to choose only the colors that you find here, you might be short of colors. Look at this. Look, I scroll down. Look at where I am. Document colors. If I scroll down, if you look here, you're going to see colors. But you might be short of colors. The color you want might not be here. Look at what they have here. Black, dark gray, gray, light gray, white, red, bright red, coral red, pink. You can see the colors they have here, right? Most of them are the primary colors that you know. Now, maybe you want to pick a color and the color you want to pick is not here.
because this place might limit you. This one is already automatic gradient that they have done on their own. I don't want anyone from here. That's why I want to show you differently. So maybe your colors are limited. You don't have the color you want here. You just simply go to this place, this top, my mouse, watch my mouse, right? And then you click on it and you see solid color. This is solid color already. Now, you want color within the range of pink. If you come down, this is solid color, is on purple. If you come down, you can see this line. Please tell me you can see this line. Look at this line that has different colors. Respond, so I know you're following.
I can see it too.
Good.
Yes, we can see it.
Yes,
Good.
I see it.
Fine.
I can see it.
All right. Thank you. So now, if I want to change this color still to a solid color, I will just need to move between this line to the color I want. Now, when you move to blue, it's going to give you blues, like blue like this. Let's say I want to get green. I go to green. It's giving me this kind of green. But I don't want this kind of shiny green. I want a green that is darker. This is green. I will now click on the part I want, and it will change the color of the green for me. This is yellow. I don't like this yellow. I'll come here and tap. You can see how it is moving. Oh, this yellow, I don't like it. I want something that is very dark, a bit dark, that wants to make it look brown. I'll come here. I'll change it. Is this too dark for me? I will scroll up. I'll tap. You just keep tapping until you have the color you want. That is for a solid color being a single color. Okay, let's go to red. This is red. These are different shades of red. Once you click on the color, you're going to see different shades of it. Now, this is dark red, like wine red. You want to get this bright red that is very bright. You can see this kind of red, right? It's too bright. I don't like it. I want something darker like this. According to what your brand offers, I want something like this. I want something like this. You change it. Okay, I want to do something within this range of purple or pink. This is it. I'll now come. Okay, this pink is not as bright as I want. I'll go to this edge. I'll tap. The pink will change color to very bright, too shouty, because you want to take notice of what makes sense so that your brand, your users can also enjoy your design, because this is too bad. It's too bad. It's too much on the eyes, right? You now come here and say, okay, let's make it look like this. No, this is too dark. Let's do like this. If you're changing, you'll be seeing that the color code is also changing. Do you understand now? Do we understand now?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, fine. This is 3:32. Let's go on a break. Assimilate the one you have. When we come back, we'll go to gradient. We are coming back by 4 o'clock. Take the one you have first. All right, 30 minutes break, guys. See ya at 4:02, precisely, or 4 o'clock, whichever. I'm going to mute now. And I'm also going to pause the recording. So please, if 28 minutes break, don't worry, 20 minutes break, okay, fine. 28 minutes. I'm going to pause the recording. So if I come back, please remind me to resume the recording. Thank you, Patrick. You make a very good reminder. You make a good PA as well. Okay, good. That's my screen. So yeah, back to where we were, colors, right? So I'm trying to take this step by step. So this is selecting a solid color, right? You need to know this one so that by the time you start creating your pages, oh my God, give me a second, guys. Just a second. Yes, sorry guys, I didn't take a little break. I had sort of an emergency I needed to take care of. Thank you. So, thank you for understanding. Sorry, those people that came in and they couldn't hear anything. I'm back. You can hear me now. Please confirm you can hear me. Those of us who are saying they can't hear anything. Let me be sure that you can hear me, please.
I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can
Thank
hear
you.
you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So yeah, back to where we were. Colors, right? This is a solid color, like we said. This is a solid color. This is where you can pick a solid color. So now I was talking about gradients, right? So if you want to pick a gradient color, this is how you do now, right? Now we have all gotten the solid color part. Confirm you've gotten the solid color part, please. So that I know that I am moving on from it and I am moving on from it for good. It's very important that I know that you have gotten it. If you've not gotten it, Oya, tell me that you've not gotten it. Confirm. It's okay. Okay. It's just one person out of many. Should I proceed to gradient?
Please proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. Cheers for them making noise again. Proceed. Okay, thank you. Now, gradient color, right? You just need to come here to gradient. Still on this, okay, let's go back. Let's do it so that you understand again. Still on this same place where you've selected your background and you want to choose a color, right? You now go to that same place. You can see here, if you go there, if you just hover your mouse on it, you're going to see background color, right? And you click on background color and you're going to see your document colors, right? That's the document you're working on, the colors that have been used. Now we want to pick a gradient. We don't want a solid color, right? We'll now come here to where they have that add a new color, right? And we click on it. Now, notice that this is solid color. This is where we pick solid colors, where we're dragging this and selecting from our color spectrum, right? And moving it to where we want. Now, we want to choose a gradient. So now we'll now leave solid color, which is here, and we'll go to gradient, which is here. The thing is that once you click on gradient, it automatically gives you a matching color for the color you already selected. Do you understand? You can see that I just clicked on gradient and it's already giving me this color, right? Now I don't want to use this color. I will now click on this. Maybe I want to use a deeper green. I will now use this. Or I want to use black. I will come down to where this color is black and change it to black. Do you understand? Or I want to change this green now, the green I initially used, to something else, maybe blue. I will come and change it to blue. You get it? Now I've changed that to blue. I want to change this black to another color. Say maybe this color, but it doesn't go well. So I'll have to look for another color that I can mix it up with. Can you see how it makes sense now? Right? See how it's all adding up. So maybe I want to mix it like this or like this. Or say if I want to mix it with this deep blue, right? I want to mix light blue and deep blue. Do you understand? So if you want to add another color, if I want to add another color to this gradient, I can still add again. I want to mix 3 colors. I'll put this, I'll put this. I want to add another one. I will add a new gradient color. It automatically gives me a color. I will now choose the color I want. If you still want to add another one, you still add again and choose. Do you understand? Do you get what I'm doing? don't want all these ones. Now, you can see that we have chosen 2 gradient colors. Now, I want to change the style. I don't want it to be from left to right, right? I want it to be a different style. I can now change the style. Look at under gradient colors, under the color, look at style. If I click on style, has it changed? Yes, it has. If I click on this one, you can see that it is changing. If I click on this one, you can see how it now looks. Color in the middle, the lighter one in the middle, the rest are the background blue. If I click on this one, you can now see that one side, the top is blue. So that side, the top is light blue. The other side, the top is deep blue. Do you get it, right? Look at this as well. Is it hard? Is it difficult? Is it confusing? It was confusing at the first instance. Confirm to me that it's no longer confusing, please. Yes, you can have more than 2 colors. I just said it now. Now look at this 1 color, there's 2 color. If you feel that you want to mix another color, I add here, and then you see, I can add another color. That's I want to add green, or I want to add this pink. I've added it. That's a 3rd color to the gradients. But it does not make sense to me. If I want to add another color, I'll still add it. Do you get it? Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to delete those 2 because they don't make sense. I'm sure you guys understand now, right? Nobody's asking any question. Nobody's able to understand. So I believe you understand. I'll proceed. Now that's how you select your gradient color, right? And we have the color here selected. Done. Now for the text, you want to change the text color. We are done with background colors. Anything about background color, we are done. Right? We now want to change the text color. This is black. You now click on this text. You're going to see look at where the text color changes. It's not the same with the background. Look at background color, look at where it is. But look at text color, look at where it is. This A that has colors under. Once you hover over it, you're going to see text color, right? And the text is already in bold. So if I click on text color, I can now select the color of the text I want. I want to change this text to white. I'll change the text color to white. Yes, Iyolola, Eyitayo, yes, you can. Okay, watch the recording. You were not in the class from the beginning. What happened? You forgot? Or it's what question you should get. You're not getting it, Ogechi. Okay, text color. Let me reverse the color to back. Control Z. You know that Control Z can help your life in so many ways. Let me reverse the color to black. Okay, welcome. And I hope you get what you went for. Now, this is the color black, right? And you want to change the text color from black to white. Then you come to the text. You click on that text, you want to change the color. And then you click on, you go up, you're going to see where there is this A with text color. Look at where my mouse is. You will always find it here with text color, close to where you have the font size. Right? And then you now click on that text color. It's going to open this color place for you, and you choose the color you want to change your text to. Of course, most time text is always black or white or maybe gray, but of course it has to be something that's going to be visible with the color that has been placed on the design. So we can decide to say, okay, we choose white, and the text color has become white. Do you understand now, Ogechi?
Yes, I understand you.
All right, great. Okay, so now we've gotten the text color, right? And this is the color of the text. So we'll just keep the text here. And we can change the text effect, right? Maybe we want to say, I don't know if I should go into this, but let me just go into it. You want to add an outline, you can come here to effects, right? And if you come to effect, you can see outline here. You can see shadow, leaf. If I click on this outline now, it will give me an outline, but I don't want that outline color. I'll come down and I'll change it to, let's say, black, which is of course what I want to use for my outline. So I'll change it to black. Do you see how the text now looks with a black outline? Look at where I came to, right? I selected the text. I went to effects and I went to outline. Effects will immediately open the outline, different outlines, right? And then I choose this particular outline. I can decide to choose shadow. Look at how it's going to appear. I will now change the color to the color I want for my shadow. So I'll come here, I'll change it to black. You see how it's now appearing? It's now giving us a shadow at the back. Same with, but there are some that are different. For instance, if you want to choose holo now, if you say you want to choose holo, those are for special designs. They can be used to do certain designs that are not the regular kind. So let's say I choose holo. You see how it gives, you see what holo gives to me, right? That's holo. At any moment you get confused, right? Let me know. Yeah, so I don't want any of this. I'll move it back to none. I just want to show you the basics of where all these things are before we say we want to start doing anything, design this or design that. But now let's say I want to do a very quick, simple design. I think I've showed you most of what you should know. This is bold, this is italics, this is text. Of course, if I have, let me say, maybe many text, let's go to text now, just like when you type. Let's say I add a text box. This is big, but I'll reduce this size. So I want to reduce this size to say font size 30. I'll click on font size 30. You can see it has reduced the size. I want to change the text font from this normal accordion black to say maybe adore the world. I'll change it to adore the world text type, and then I will now begin to type stuff. Let's say I want to type my students DIGIGAP for class are always attentive and interactive. Just a dummy text. It does not mean that people are attentive and interactive anyways. It's not like I'm trying to praise you. But yes, let's say this is the text now, right? And you can see it's too wide because you have to observe margins. And we are going to come to that. So I'll now close this text like this, right? And I'll change this capital letter. Because I don't like this font. So I have to change this font to something that is typeable. Let's say I'm going to use let's say I want to use Poppins. I don't know if Poppins is free here, so I'm using the font Poppins. And yes, Poppins is free, so I'll click on Poppins for the font. And it has changed to Poppins, right? And you can how Poppins is looking at font size 30. So I want this text to be, I just want, of course, alignment. I want to adjust it to the right, align it to the right. I want to align it to the center. This kind of alignment never works for design most times in Canva. Maybe it can work on Google Word document or Microsoft Word, but not on Canva. Align to the center. Right, that's what that is for. So I want to make this text bold. I'll just click on bold. I'll come here on text and then I'll click on bold. It will make the text bold. If I remove it from bold, if I want to italics it, I'll make it italics. If I want to put a bullet point, I'll put a bullet point. Maybe I want to list stuff, so I'll just put a bullet point and then I'll drag to where I want. I can reduce the font size from 30 to 25 or whatever. How am I typing at the bottom? Did I type at the bottom? Go back. Where did I type at the bottom? Tell me, can you under your name? Oh, okay. 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 Let me delete the text. Deleted. This is under your name, right? So I will go here, look at a text box, add a text box. I'll click on add a text. I can decide to say add a subheading, add a little body of text, whichever one. So I'll just click add a text box. It now brings out this big line, a big paragraph, your paragraph text where I'm supposed to type, right? All I have to do is delete this and it will go out and then I'll start typing. This is how I started typing. Do you understand now? But this is too big, right? So we want to reduce the font size. Okay, and then we now come down to where there's font size. And we choose the font size we want to reduce it to. Or we drag. Can decide to drag. Say, okay, let's drag it like this. But dragging might not always give you the number I want. So I can decide to say, okay, I want to make it font size 35. Click on font size 35. The spacing, I don't like the line spacing. I say, okay, the line spacing is too much. That is the space between this place and this place is too much. I'll come to this place where you see spacing. Look at where my mouse went to. This is alignment. This is bullet point for listing. This is spacing. I'll go to spacing. I will now go to reduce line spacing. And it will reduce the line spacing and close the space for me. Do you see? And then I want to align this text to the right. So I'll just go to alignment and then to align it to the right. And if I want to add a bullet point, I'll just simply click on bullet point and to give me a bullet point for the text. Do you get it now? Okay, that's for texts. This is just your understanding exactly what you want to do. Now let's look at images. You need an image for your design. I want to add an image. Design. I'm hungry, guys. So you go my me drink something. I'm very hungry. So 1919 is yesterday. So I want to add an image to this thing now. Follow my flow. Where do you get image from? That's the first question. Now, there are websites where you can get free images, right? And you can remove the background from another website, right? And you can also remove what's that thing called? What are these things called? It's entering mine and it's leaving. Watermark from images. This is showing you what you need to know first, so that because we are fast approaching the end of today's class, so that we can know what we're doing. So if we want to download images now, want to bring our image into the design, I will tell you the free sites. Number one, we have freepik. Freepik.com. So I'll type FREEPIK. Freepik. PIK.com. Look at the URL I typed. You can see it, right? And I will click enter. And it will open
the free pick website for me, right? And I will now simply search for the kind of picture that I want. So let's say I want a black guy putting on a white shirt, right? I will now simply say black guy on white shirt. I will hit enter. And they are going to give me pictures of this. I'm sure you people have been seeing these pictures in almost everywhere you go. Yes, these guys. And you can see different black guys on white shirt. Right? Now that is free pick. And you can see some of them are free, some of them are not free. All these ones with this thing are not free. Right? You have to pay for it. So if you click on it, you're going to see watermark. So like this one is free, this one is free, this one is free, this one is free. Okay, this one is not free. This one is free, this one is free. Right? So let's say we want to pick a design. Right? A second, guys. Okay, so I want to pick any of these guys on white shirt, right? And what's the time? So I know how the pace I'm going to go for 30 minutes left. So I'll just come and let's say I want to pick this particular guy. I'll just tap on it and it's going to bring out the picture well so that it's not going to be blurred, because if I copy from there, it's going to be blurred, right? So I'll pick this guy and I want to now take this picture. So you have the option to save the image. You can see save image as it's not going to save the image on your laptop, your system, your space, right? But me, I don't like to do that one. So because I don't have space for it. So I'll just simply copy the image. I'll right click and instead of saving image, I'll just copy, right? And I've copied the image. Then this is a background. So if I take this picture here, I'll now paste Control V, paste, watch. Can you see that there's a background? And the background does not align with what I want. I might need to edit the photo. But because I'm not using a Canva Pro here, I can't edit the photo and remove the background from Canva. So what do? I go to background remover. You can see background remover is here, but it will not work because it's not Canva Pro. I'll go to background remover. Let's start stuff. I'll click across and I will go to background remover, BG remover, or just simply type background remover. Right, and it's the website is remove.bg. So let's type the website, remove.bg. Enter. Right, and you can see remove image background 100% automatically and free. And they're now asking me to upload image. I didn't save that image. If not, I would have just simply uploaded it from my device. Right? Yeah, so you can simply upload from device. But since I didn't save it, I will just paste the image here. So I will simply Ctrl V, paste, and automatically it will remove the background from that image for me. right? So the background has been removed, as you can see. I can still download if I want to, but like I said, me, I will not download. I will simply copy the image and go to my design. I will remove this one. I'll delete this one. And then I will paste the image, Control V again, and the image will be here. I will drag and close. I'll close the empty space. Now for images, yes, this is what I wanted to say. Please, for images, don't drag from here. Do you see what happened there? Or drag from here. It's wrong. Always drag from here, from the side. The disadvantage with remove the original is that sometimes, most times now, it reduces the quality of the image. It makes the image blurred, right? I'll find out what we can use to increase, because there's something online that you can still use to increase quality of image. But this is it, right? I've now removed the background of that image and I've increased the size. Easy peasy, right? And this is 10 here. And then this is this one here. And there we go. Who does not understand what happened? Who does not understand the magic that just happened? Can you move the image without dragging it? If you want to move it from this location to this location, yes, you can move it without dragging. If you want to expand and reduce, that's when you drag. You want to expand the size and reduce the size, that's when you drag. So you can now drag from here and reduce size. You can now drag from here and increase size to what you want. But if you want to move it, you just place your arrow in the middle and you move the image like this. So, okay, everybody understands. Okay, you just know what I said now, right?
Hello?
Yeah.
Did you call my name or something?
Okay, I was asking if you understand what I just said.
Yes, I understand. I understand you.
Tell me, what are you sending? Okay, good. But you can see that is quite as simple as this. These are the basic things you want to know, right? Now, this image, maybe I don't want it to be very, very bright. I want to keep it at the background. I want to keep it a low feel, right? I will simply come to this transparency. Transparency is at the top. After you click on the image, I'll go to transparency and then I will reduce the transparency of the image. Maybe I want it to just be at the background solo. I don't want it to be outside too much, too awkward. I'll shift it to the background and make it less transparent, right? Then I can decide to add another image in front. Let's say I want to keep this here and keep this here. And then I want to add another image of another person to the front. So I can go to where's free pick and lost free pick. How did I do that? I came here, I went to
transparency at the top. Let me increase the transparency back to 100. Now, this is the image. You click on the image. You go to this place where you have transparency. Look at it, transparency, and then you click on transparency. And then you reduce the transparency to what you want. Right, then this is position, to position the image whether in the middle or in the center. So you see what Canva does? Canva helps you align your designs to suit a particular position, middle, center, anywhere. So I can say maybe I want to align this design to this picture to the middle. It has gone to the middle. I want it to go to the center. It will go to the center. Bring it to the bottom. It will come to the bottom. You understand now? Take it to the right. Take it to the right. To the middle. Take it in the middle. Bottom, bottom, center, center. So this is the basics. Now, this is not the only place where you can get free pictures. You can get free pictures from iStock and Shutterstock. Now, this is freepik.com, right? That's what I said. Now, you can go to iStock images, right? iStock. Now, you can see iStock photo, www.istockphoto.com. If you click on istockphoto.com, you will have pictures you can also get from here, right? And most of iStock pictures have watermark, but I will show you how to remove the watermark as well. You can now go to Shutterstock. There is Shutterstock as well. Shutterstock.com. And we have Shutterstock. Just simply search for the kind of image you want. You can also get your images from Google, right? You can get your images from Google. Now, this is Shutterstock. I put black girl on glasses and they are giving me a variety of pictures, right? Now, this is it, okay? This is it. You can see different beautiful ladies on glasses. And this is iStock, same thing, you can search, right? Now, if I want to download a picture from this Shutterstock and I click on a picture to download, look at what it gives me. Did you see that watermark? Very big, huge watermark, which means I cannot use this picture because this watermark is going to distort me from using the picture. Why is this picture looking like it's not clear? Right? And it's looking like it's not clear, but let's say this is the picture I want to use now, and this watermark is going to disturb me from using this picture from Shutterstock. How do I remove this watermark from this picture? What do? I simply go to this website called downloader.la. And I hit enter. Take note of this website, right? Downloader.la. Open. What is bad?
It's taking time. Oh. I don't know why it's taking this much time. So let me just quickly cancel that and try to put in the URL again. So I will go there again because I don't know what is his problem, what the color of his problem is. All right, downloader. What did I put? Downloader dot is LA. Something is wrong. Or their server is down. So usually it will open. I don't know why it's taking my time. Downloader.la. No. Not opening. It's not opening on your end too. Tell me, did you try it from your end?
It's also not opening.
Yeah, probably that means it's from their server because it usually opens. Don't know why it's not opening. But that's where you can be able to download images from. Let me check another browser. Let me check this one where I have my Canva. Let me share my screen to this place. I don't know why it's not opening, but it's supposed to open. That's why I can see the screen, right? So let's go to this place and let's type downloader.la. I already have it here. I've already opened it a couple of times. Yeah, downloader.la. Let's see. I already have decided to bring them down. Still not opening. Okay. So it means something is wrong with their website, their server, whatever, whichever it is, for it not to open. So probably we'll have to try it again some other time. So that means you cannot get image from iStock for now. Because that's the way to remove watermark from those images from iStock and Shutterstock. Just go to downloader.la and you have an opportunity to, let me go back here. Immediately you open it, you're going to see options of the different picture type. If it's Shutterstock, if it's iStock, if it's iPhoto, right? You just choose the one that you want and then you remove the background of the image. Maybe they have been, most of these things we are doing are illegal. We are supposed to pay for it, but we are doing it anyways. Maybe they have decided to bring down the website. We'll still discover another one, but I think it's just a server glitch. It will come back. But yes, that's it, right? Now, if you want to get inspirations for designs, because that's what we're even going to use to give you one simple assignment now, we can go to, let me go back here, because I already have a Pinterest account, right? And you want to get maybe inspirations, you want to do it very now, because the class already over, so it's already 14 minutes to. I want to share something before we go. I want to keep you. You can go to Pinterest. Now I've gone to pinterest.com and it's going to open up so that we can see what we can pick from Pinterest, right? And you can see that Pinterest has ideas for stuff, hairstyle, blah, 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 blah. And you can see graphics. So now let's say we want to choose graphic design ideas because you are trying to do something, but you're not getting ideas, or you're trying to design something because, like I said, nothing is new. You can just go here and look at a design that you like and try to replicate it. Now you can see design ideas. You can see different types of designs here. Design templates. This is if you want to do something from scratch, right? We have this, yeah, this. But I want to give you guys a challenge now. A small challenge. Because that will be your assignment. At least I've showed you the basics. Can't try your hand on it before we now try our own in class. This is a very simple design. It should not take much from you. So guys, take note, assignments. You're going to redesign this stuff, like replicate this design. It is as simple as they come. Let me the graphic designer. Never see something. It is as simple as they come, this particular design. So I want you guys to replicate this design. Right? I know there are a couple of different designs that he did and just reduced the size and put them together. I know. Look for something random, any already existing design that you can just pick and squeeze it down here, but do replicate this design. Use this is a 1080 by 1350 pixels Instagram square. Must we use the guy? I don't know. Just go and search for black guys wearing yellow shirts sitting on a chair. You should see something. If you decide to use another guy that is sitting on a chair, fine. But I want something like this. I just want you to replicate this for me. Right? Is that hard? Is the design hard? Is it going to be hard? Looks hard. For me, it looks simple. I think it's very simple. It's not so simple. It will bend neck, but oh God, what kind of funny people be this? We'll go rougher. Now we have that one, oh, and then we have this one. So choose you this day whom you will serve. Do you prefer this one? Do you prefer this one or the first one? The colors are simple. I already showed you for the round one now. It is a gradient color. I already showed you how to do gradients. You just need to put the guy on chair. But maybe because of those pictures around the guy, it will give you a problem. What of this one? This one looks better. This one says the first one. I think this one is okay. Colors are lovely. This is easier. This one is better. Okay, good. We are going with this one then. Your you are going with a 1080 by, I showed you how to choose pixels, right? When you're trying to create your design from scratch. You're not going to use Instagram Square. Now, you're going to use this because this is the size of the design. So you are going to do a 1080 by 1350 pixels. I'm putting it here on the chat box. This is the dimension you are using. 1080 by 1350 pixel, so that you can get this particular size of this design that is here, right? And this is what you're going to do, and just replicate this design for me. I've showed you what I'm supposed to show you. Let me see what you can try on your own with your own initiative from what you have just seen today, without us having to do design from scratch, right? Then we see what you can do. Remember, let me put it again, 1080, before somebody will say they did not see it, by 1350 pixel. You do this design since you want a simple one, right? So this is your first assignment for today. The second assignment is yesterday we discussed at length and we discussed about content calendar. So your second assignment is that you are going to create on Tuesday. That's when you're submitting it. You submit it. No, submit it on Monday. I'll send a this thing. What is it called? A link. So you submit it on Monday evening, so that on Monday, precisely, anytime you finish it on Monday, so that I can look at it before Sunday. I've given you one design. Should I add another one? I like this one. Oh. No, Ying said no. This design is fine, simple, straightforward, straight to the point, but do the first one, please. Do the one I sent you to do. Here's it. Hey, don't go. Here's it. Let me look for it so that I can save it. Yeah, this is it. That one looks cool too, yes. You like it too, okay, good. Some people like it, maybe I'll make it 2 assignments. Let me see if I can save this image and send to you guys.
Sorry, Mr. ID. Mostly be the same color combinations, or we can play around it.
Use the same color combination. I want you to just replicate the design for me.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I want. I'm sending let me see if it's going to have downloaded. Good. I'm sending the design now to your WhatsApp group.
Hello, sir. Sir, please, I didn't start this class from the beginning, so I really missed out. I started around, say, 2:30.
Who is talking, please?
It's Ogechi.
But you have been following now.
I've been following, but I didn't start from the beginning. How to get to how to get the Canva software or app. I didn't start from the beginning, so I don't know.
I don't know what to do now.
Yeah. Or will you
There's the
send the
recording. I think you know that there's a link for the recording, right?
Yes.
I sent you guys yes. So the recording will be uploaded on that link. So you should be able to see the recording from there. Thank God I recorded the class. When you watch the recording, you can now know what to do. That's assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 is that you are going to create a content calendar. A content calendar for a food brand. A brand that does food, into food. They sell food. I'm going to create a content calendar for a food brand. That's the second one. Who did not get it? I gave you 2 assignments. Don't say I did not give you 2 assignments.
Please, sir, write it out in the chat box.
Food, cooked food. Brand that sells food. And then I'm feeling like I should add another what's it called now? I feel like I should add another design to what I've given you like this. It's not meta, please. Oh. I should not feel like that. Okay, good. Okay. Take this too. This design, just replicate. I just need the replication of this design Same color. If you can get the same font, good for you, right? But I just need a replication of this design. Just replicate the design for me. You can see the color is a plain color. It's not hard. Just look for the color. There's some aesthetic at the background that gives you some depth. Don't worry about that. Just get me the color first. And these logos that type the name, you will see them on Canva there. His mouth should be open to. Look for a picture of the guy's mouth is open. You can use keywords now. When you want to search for a picture, you look for keywords. Black man on glasses opening his mouth. You might even see the picture, this particular picture exactly. You might see it. Black man on glasses, putting on cap, opening his mouth. You might see it, you might not see it, but just search for something and get something out. What else? I wanted to give you another one, but let's leave it at this. I would have given you this one that this guy is peeping through the back, but this one is fine and it's easy, sir. It's easy. It's easy. It's just to get somebody that is blending and just mix one or two things. But it's okay. Do those two. Are we okay? Yes, attendance. I was about to drop that. Thank you. So this is your attendance link. Fill out the attendance and we are good to go. Any question? Any question? I like you people. Let me be honest. I like your class. I like your set. I like your vibes. I don't know what you were told, but I like the participation level. Keep it up. If we continue like this, we'll not have problem. The last set, they gave me a lot of headache. I suffered. I suffered. My voice, leave my voice. But yes, thank you so much. I like the way you guys participated. I had 27 participants, almost 27 or 28 when I started, about 30, and I had 27 when I ended. Thank you for my chair. Don't disrespect me. I had 27 people at the end of the class, and that is a very good one. I can't remember the last time I had a class, and we started, okay, apart from maybe the one classes I used to hold maybe 1 or 2 days, a class like DIGIGAP, I will now have up to 27 people at the end of the day. That's nice. It shows that you people are good people. You will learn well, I will teach well, and will be happy. But I'm hungry at the moment. I've not eaten since yesterday. Okay, so it was nice doing business with you guys for today. I can see that there's no question. So please fill out the attendance. Let me drop the attendance link again because people have started chatting and filling the whole place. So attendance again. For those people that will say they have not seen it, please fill out the attendance. The link is in your picture. The link is not. Who has not filled the attendance? Has anybody been able to successfully fill the attendance? Yes. The person that said link is not opening, please try again. Maybe we are using Glow. Who am I sending this to? Oh, no. Yeah, some people have failed. So this is the link. I'm sending it again. I've sent the link again, right? Please fill the attendance, leave Glow so that Glow will leave you. And the link cannot be available for, yes, you can copy the link. If your network is disturbing you, you can copy the link and keep it and fill it later. But I will not post the link, and nobody should post the link on the group chat because that's the essence. It's only for people that attended the class. So if the link is disturbing you, fill it out later. But make sure you fill out the attendance. Please, nobody should come and say they were in the class, they got knocked out. Attendance this, attendance that. I've sent it like how many times now? God bear me witness. You people too should bear me witness. Thank you, guys. It's weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Eat enough, have enough rest, sleep well, and see you guys on Tuesday. Easter is coming. So prepare your chickens because I might be visiting 1 or 2 people. But have a nice weekend and voila. Okay, that's all for today.
If you're done filling the attendance, you can leave so that I know that I'm ending the class. Thank you. Yes, thank you too. Thank you, Getty. Here's the eater party at. It's you that will do the eater party, Yinka, at the Yinks. You will do the party, I will now come and eat. Me, I don't used to do party. I don't even celebrate Easter. But I want to eat rice. So you throw the party, I'll come and eat. Then I also wait for after the Ramadan fast. After Ramadan, the Ramadan on. Either the Fitri. I don't know which of them. Yeah, I eat on every side. Though. Even if you are serving juju, I'll eat the sacrifice that you want to give. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, 16 people left. Just keep going, keep going, keep going so I can end this class. I'm hungry. Yeah. 13 left. 12. I'm counting down. Food, yes, I agree. I know. That's what will kill me. 12. Yes, have a lovely weekend, Omomi. Ten people left. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. Baba, leave me alone.